and I don't get married.
Well,
I don't
isn't
get
that
married
special?
right away.
Oh.
Will do, Lori. She's might be awake. Take care, Dylan.
Hello, everyone, and
We'll still
welcome to
jam
my
on Saturday.
stream.
We'll just find a way to
I've just been notified that I've gone
bring the
live.
volume down a little.
YouTube
Just
has
jam,
used
and
its
then see what
ingenious
comes, okay?
notification system to tell me I am
We'll
live.
do that thing, and hopefully
It only
we
does
can
that
get
though if
Alyssa
I
over
click
here,
the
too.
notify
Her
me
drums are still here.
button
We gotta
on
do
the thing because I'm not subscribed to
fine.
myself. Oddly, I don't. So I
Yeah,
never.
actually,
I can't do
You're
the
saying
sub.
I play with a tree
Yeah,
trunk.
it's the only way
I
it
do
works
play with a
for
tree,
me.
an actual
And
tree.
interestingly enough, that is how I get my links to
saw
work
that,
with
David. Thank
everybody
you.
else. As you can hear, Preston Smith is ending his broadcast there in the back, saying his 10-minute good night. That's standard fare for us talkie jays. You know, we like you. We don't want you guys
Yeah.
to go away. So we thoroughly enjoy you being there.
Okay.
Has my stream frozen? Because it appears that it has. Why? Why am I
Say
frozen?
bye. See who's out here. Participants. David L.
I
Dylan.
got there.
Feisty Feather.
And copy that.
Laurie.
See this?
West.
We're still there. Ooh, thank you for turning on that
Marshall.
notification,
Love you,
Leanie.
Richard.
That's awesome.
Gotta get your lessons, buddy.
Totally
Give me a
cool.
call. Or
I'm gonna pop
shoot
out
me a
my
message.
chat because I can.
And Zach. Anybody else?
And then
A lesson
and
here.
then put it over here and make it the left. The left is Windows, and then make this one the right is Windows, and there we go. Now you're all up in here. Definitely appreciate that that
Thanks.
notification on, Leanie. If you make it by and say hello, fine. If you don't, well, guess what? That's fine too.
I think I got everybody that's talking.
I'm just a
at the moment.
goofball here.
Anybody I miss?
Can't make this go on. I went a
Chat
little
soon.
early, so talking over
Hey,
the top
there
of
you
Preston.
Zach,
Hey,
that's the other
hello,
one.
David L. Welcome, welcome.
Gotchas. Okay.
Oh,
Catch us in
I've been. I
Richard's
had to. It's
show at some point.
laundry
Mm,
time,
pull up
and
my
it.
coffee cup
There's,
and see what
there
Megan's
was
doing.
a lot of. There's still a lot of
Around the
laundry.
wall. Peace.
But I got about halfway done today.
We'll chat
They've
soon.
changed our
We'll
laundry
chat.
system here.
Of course.
So we used to
Peace.
use, well, way back, they used money. You had to have your quarters. Now, or then, they went to this card system. They're called Coin Meter. That's the name of the company. And for any thieves that happen to be cruising by, you can't do anything with what I just showed you. You need a lot more information to steal the $22.75 that's on here. Anyway, when I got there to do my laundry today, it the card slot was gone. It used to have a and you put the in, it tells you your balance on the little screen, and then well, that's just how this complex did it. This apartment complex did this way. So, and that's cool. I don't mind it. But today there's no card slot, so I got my money is all on the other card. So I have to activate an app. So I have to go from my laundry room at the end of our units across the way to the main kiosk. It has a different machine. Wait. First, I dropped my credit card because I had to go back to my room and get it, and then go back down to laundry again looking for it because clearly I had dropped it on my way to the laundry. I dropped it in the laundry room. It was underneath there, so underneath the corner of the dryer. I saw it, so I found it. So it wants me to put the app and activate it so I can set it all up. So I go through all their process and learn how to do a QR scan on my phone, which I don't know how to do because it's a new to me phone. Um, then, yeah, yeah, it's so I'm gonna get to the end of this here pretty quick because I start to wrap it up here now at this point. But the hello Ed. So now I've got it activated. I put $10 on it, and then I have to figure out how to scan because now I put $10 on it. It says start it. Then I have to scan the QR code on the machine now to tell it to put $2 from said app on uh, on said phone, and whew, so yeah, all my stories are long, brother. You know that. So then I did that. Hey, Zach, welcome. Les Nagy's here. Robbie Stingle is here. David L. is here. Everybody's coming in. Eileen, I don't know if she's in here. She was earlier to say notification on. I presume that was early. Early. So, anyway, finally get all that done and to get my laundry started. And then we start to bouncing back and forth. So yeah, I had to. So I have $22.75 on this card, and it's useless. So then, uh, some things around here are changing up a little bit. We're gonna get a third roommate in here, and my original single roommate is going to swap around, and she's actually going to use the living room area because she has to transition into being in a chair for her emphysema stuff or whatever. So anyway, everybody's got to do what they got to do, so it doesn't affect my little world here, and I'm cool with that. It might actually make me able to sing during the day, though, especially now that I have the road back up here because I had to take out a bunch more gain on this thing this week because it was still way too loud, crashing big time. So I pulled even more gain out of it, and it's right now it's fantastic. I think it sounds great. I did a little recording thing and listened to it. I'm super happy with it at this point. Um, anyway, that'll all get done and happen, and I'm continuing on in here after my little nightmare was over with that. I got my clothes basically folded, put away, half of them that I got done today. I still got to put skivvies and a towel and some other stuff away, but it's way better than it was. So much better. Hey, Randy's Rhythm, welcome. I got to throw a wrench at you, brother. Hang on here just a minute. Oh, gotta get over here. Hold on, I lost my mouse. Somebody stole it. I hate when they do that. There you go. All right, Randy's Rhythm. Now you have a wrench. And if you want to put a link in the chat to your channel, friend's channel, video, I don't care. Whoop it up. So, sweetness. Man, oh man, let me look at my participants list. I feel like I've got I got, wow, look at this. There's so many people in here. David L., Ed B. Metal, Les Nagy, Preston Smith's Music, Randy's Rhythm, Robbie Stingle, Set Up by Marshall, me, of course, and Zach Thong. Anybody else out there might be lurking, they'll pop up later. But holy smokes, thank you all for being here tonight. Especially, when it's me. So everybody gets a wrench in here, Randy. It's don't feel special. It's just what I do because I do this for fun, and I want people to be able to put their stuff out there. It's okay. So Karen's like, now I can throw a wrench at you. See why I get them to come out of the woodwork? I just like to throw the wrenches. That's the whole thing. And welcome, Karen Davis. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for coming to my channel to lurk. We're gonna listen to some cool music tonight. Set up by Marshall. Oh yeah, did you see the really cool zit that I got this week? Right, I mean like a day and a half ago. It's awesome. Yeah, I got to do it, brother. I know. And I think I think I picked some good ones. And just in that same vein, let's finish this up. So first we had Mark Tanner last week. Then we're having Marshall Turner this week as the feature artist. And next week will be MT Squared. So that is gonna be the featured. Yeah, I know that I fuck the guy that told me that. Oh well, when you get a little older, 18, 19, it'll quit. Fuck you. It never stopped. I've had zits all my fucking life. Ah, so yeah, that's how we're doing the thing. So next week will be MT squared, um, and we'll be doing that. I got a really nice email from one of our friends. You know him as Texas Jackdaw, Tim Roberts. Oh my God, what a cool guy. So he sent me an email this last week. Well, he actually sent me several, but one of them has a whole lot of, let's just call them songs because that's what they are. I have not sampled them yet, but these are all songs that he has not done videos for yet. So we're gonna throw one of those in the mix each week, and there'll be sneak peeks. Now he won't put videos with these and have them released officially, probably for months. I believe in the email he said somewhere around Aprilish ish. Um, and is when the earliest that some of them come out. Because now we know that Tim has to have a perfect production. He epitomizes the thing that we all follow. Is it done? Oh no, I can still hear that. No, there's a tick in that third line on the second verse. I got to get that. I got to get that fixed because it shouldn't be. It's just that's the way he is. He's lovely. Welcome, Mark's Gas Station. I'm not sure what the GAS is acronyming, but clearly it is because you put the periods in your name. So I'm going to throw a wrench at you. And if you have content that you'd like to put out there, go ahead and put the link up to your channel in the chat or to a friend's channel or videos or whatever. But yeah, it's we got lots of stuff. So, oh my goodness. So I got Charlie's ready to go here because you all know we start out with Charlie's every week. So we're gonna we're gonna get over there and do that. I am gonna pick up a guitar tonight, and we're gonna talk about the Ibanez over here and why I didn't do a live professional amateur hour this week. Well, I should say yet this week. But anyway, so let's hear Charlie's new song and then go on from there. So, where'd we go? I put him up here. I got so many tabs open. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. All right, I think this might. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go. Back up over here. Yeah, I got the backwards thing over here because I like to. I know y'all like to look at the locks back here. My incredibly stringy straight hair. Doc, welcome. Good to see you here. All the cool kids are coming out here. Um, so yeah, Karen, if you want to put a link up for something you're doing or something you got going on, feel free, put it up there. Your channel. You don't have to ask. You don't. If you have something you want me to play during my show, just say, "Hey, Richard, play this." Zach sends me links in the chat all the time to do stuff like that. I've discovered some really cool new stuff, and oh, anyway, blah 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 blah. Let's go back over here now. I gotta. How do I do this now? Oh, that's right. I gotta turn on the VZO. Yeah, like that. And then I gotta make this big. Let's see if I can do this. See if I can do this. All right. It's not muted. Let's go.
someplace where there's a sinkhole. It's everywhere. She told me it can break your heart and put you in misery. Since I met this woman, I feel it's happening to me. I'm telling you, it's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. I find myself wanting her at least 10 times a day. You know, it's so unusual for me to carry on this way. I tell you, I can't sleep at night, wanting to hold her tight. I tried so hard to convince myself this feeling just can't be right. I'm telling you, it's too late. Turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late. Turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late. Turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late. Turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. I wouldn't mind it if I knew she really loved me true. But I hate to think that I'm in love alone. Nothing that I can do. It's too late, turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late, turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late, turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late, turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. Ooh, baby, it's too late, darling. It's too late. If you guys like that, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, see you in the funny papers. Bye bye.
Where is
Here
it?
comes the snippet.
There it is. The snippet. Favorite part?
The dark blue sky you keep open through my window's peak. For you'll never shut your eyes till the sun is in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. 'Tis your bright and shining spark, lies a traveler in the dark. Though I know not what you are, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Hell yeah, Charlie. That was fantastic. Let me bring this down here. Still fighting my shoulder a little bit. It just started cramping up on me again. I'm not sure why. I definitely want to figure that out, make it not do that anymore. Let's turn off the Vizio screen so y'all can look at me. Hi, yeah, there he is. So, yeah, that was awesome. So let's, what tab are we on? This one right here. So we're going to close that. And then, where'd it go? Oh, I can close that one now because we're not at live with Preston from Preston's basement now. I gotta leave that one open for now. Oh yeah, here it is. I do believe. I believe I'm falling in love. Oh, sorry. Anyway, now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head all night. I guarantee it. That's gonna be an earworm. 100% gonna be an earworm. All right. So if I go over here, in theory, I should be. Yep, I am. So we're gonna go right in here, and we're gonna play the one that Ed B just put up there, which is David L's cover of Thrasher, Neil Young. So, all right. Turn on the Vizio. God, I'm going to remember how to do this someday. Hey, Gary, beer drinking Aussies here. I'm not drinking beer tonight, but I got a couple new cartridges for my sippy pen, and I've been pulling on that first one, which is called some pot name. Hang on. It's Happy Hour strain. Brand new company, brand new stuff. I've never tried this strain, and I've never tried this company's oil, so we'll find out. It looks nice and clear, but the clearer it is, the purer it is. That's just my rule of thumb thing that I do. So anyway, let's listen to this cover. Turn the Vizio back on because, you don't want to look at me while we're listening to that. Kanger's Music, welcome. Welcome. Man, everybody's hanging out tonight. I am... no. That's David, that's not possible. See, if that was going to happen with this particular group of amazing humans, that would have already happened with me. So they would have all already, and nobody, it's not, I mean, you guys keep coming back every week. Makes me feel guilty when I don't feel up to doing it and I have to take a week off because I'm sick or whatever, because I got excuses too. So, thanks for lurking and working. All right, now we're really going to go do this here. I'm going to turn on the Vizio screen and we're going to go listen to this because that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. It's a little long. If you need to get a snack, I'll jack my jaw for just a minute here, so you get time to, you probably ain't got time to go wee, but you might be able to go grab a beer, or if you need something, top up the bowl, whatever you're working on. It's all good. Now I'm about done talking, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the play button, and then I'll mute me so that I can't. Shut the fuck up, Velcro.
I'm just another line in a field of time. They were hiding behind hay bales. They were planting in the full moon. They had given all they had for something new. But the light of day was on them. They could see the thrashers coming, and the water shone like diamonds in the dew. I was just getting up, hit the road before it's light. I'm trying to catch an hour on the sun, when I see those thrashers rolling by, looking more than 2 lanes wide. I was feeling like my day had just begun. Where an eagle glides descending, there's an ancient river bending. Through the timeless gorge it changes, where sleeplessness awaits. I searched out my companions who were lost in crystal canyons. When the aimless blade of science slashed the pearly gates, it was then I knew I'd had enough. Burned my credit card for fuel. I headed out to where the pavement turns to sand, with a one-way ticket to the land of truth, my suitcase in my hand. How I lost my friends, I still don't understand. They had the best selection, they were poisoned with protection. There was nothing that they needed, there's nothing left to find. They were lost in rock formations, or they became park bench mutations. On sidewalks in the stations, they were waiting, just waiting. So I got bored and I left them there, they're just dead weight to me. Better down the road without that load. Brings back the time when I was 8 or 9, I was watching my mother's TV. It was that great Grand Canyon rescue episode, where a vulture glides descending down an ancient highway bending through libraries and museums, galaxies and stars, down a windy hall of friendship, by the rose clipped by a bullwhip. The motel of lost companions waits with heated pulling bar. Me, I'm not stopping there, got my own rose left to hoe. I'm just another line in a field of time. When that thrasher comes, I'll be stuck in the sun like a dinosaur in a shrine. But at least I'll know the time has come to give what's mine. And I thank you for listening. My fingers are really kind of sore, so thanks for listening, man.
Oh man, that's super nice, David. Absolutely, just totally cool. Now, here's the deal. I didn't say this before. I normally would be the kind of person that tells you that I don't like Neil Young songs. What I have found, what I have found is that it's not Neil Young's songs that I don't like, because Valerie Bott does a lot of them on her Friday shows, and I love her voice anyway, but that's neither here nor there. I listen to more Neil Young songs through her than anybody. So yeah, so I have learned. So now I can be more correct and honest. So and it's not that I don't know his songs. They're just not part of my normal everyday listening stuff. It's just not my thing. All right, now get back over. Oh, I gotta turn that off. So I gotta learn how to do something here. I noticed that when I'm on this screen, which happens to be my main screen, I call it my solo screen. The reason I call it my solo screen is because it has it has me in my normal talking to you position. So that's because I'm weird. Hugh Caldwell Wakeham. He is a great songwriter. He is a terrible performer and singer. I have to say he can play guitar pretty good because I suck still at playing guitar. I can't play anything even close to that yet. So until I'm a better player than him, which will never happen, I'm gonna give him that one. But as far as his singing, man, I never. Tim Thomas, welcome, welcome. I never have been a fan of his voice, and I thought I didn't like his songs. And the thing of it was that I just didn't listen to the words because I couldn't get past his voice. Oh, Guitar Shocker, welcome, Frankie. Turn this out. I gotta catch up with my chat because I was jacking my jaw. Let's go back over here. Hold on now. I lost my thing. Let's go back to that one. That's me. That'll confuse you. Are you looking at me? Is it live or is it Memorex? Is it live or is it Memorex? I don't know. Is it live or is it... Shut the fuck up and quit turning the VZO on and off, you big dumb bastard. Anyway. Oh. Super good to see you, Frankie. Good to see you. Loved your last one. That was a good one. Of course, I'm a freak for your playing and your singing both. So, there's that. So, holy mackerel, we got so many people in here now. I'm gonna go do another roll call here. We got beer drinking Aussie Gary. He's hanging out there, probably drinking beer, or maybe some moonshine. I got David L out there. We just heard a great cover song from him. Ed B Metal, good music up on his channel. Frankie, Guitar Shocker, he's hanging out there. Just come in there. Hugh Caldwell, another fantastic artist. Luthier, and kind of half really. He's a cool guy. I can't say anything bad about Hugh. Well, except his accent. I can't. Yeah, I got to listen to Hugh talk for about probably a good 10 minutes before I really start to catch the lilt of his speech. But JDL, I hear him and I understand him fine. The accent's so different, and they're both from Scotland. Anyway, where were we? Oh, we were at Hugh Caldwell. Then Karen Davis, Les Nagy, Randy's Rhythm, Robbie Stingle, set up by Marshall, Doc, the Dog Paw, Weirdo Me, Tim Thomas, and Zach Thong. Thank you everybody for being here. It's totally cool. It always blows me away when you guys show up every week. And thank you, Zach, for that compliment. I did see it. That you think it's a chill hang, and that's why people like to come here and hang out. I don't know if it's right or not. Yeah. All good, Randy. I appreciate you staying for 30 feet or 30 seconds, whichever comes first. That's like the warranty on everything I fix. So thanks for hanging out for a little while. Super good to see you in here. I do this crap every Wednesday. I'm also doing a professional amateur hour, and while you're still there, I'll say this right now. That professional amateur hour, cool, Randy. That professional amateur hour is going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to try and do a couple of things on the guitar. I did do this earlier today. I went and got out my little, there it is. Put it in front of my, here, I'll use it to point at my zit. Yeah, let's do that, because that's right there. Anyway, I went and got this, because remember I was pissing and moaning about the meat grinder that was this bridge? I sat down, and it is now level. Literally, I checked it with a straight edge. I'm not kidding. They're all perfectly level, and I'm going to start from here. Yeah, I probably did do it, but you know what? These aren't going to hurt my hand anymore, not like they were. I mean, I might have to lower them back down. They might stick up a little bit. I get that. I'm okay with that. If it's too much, I'll shorten the. I got skills. I'm an automotive machinist. I can take my Dremel and mark, and I got this right here, machinist friend. Marshall knows all about it. Where'd I put it? Oh yeah, right here. Uh, this now I didn't use these back in the day in the machine shop, but I had Prussian blue, and same principle as when you're using this to work your frets. Exactly the same principle. It's about the same thickness too. So, anyway, fun stuff. But yeah, shredding my hands off is very metal, but not literally the side of my palm because, it's just bad. You ain't playing if you ain't bleeding. Yeah, but that's different. That's bleeding here and bleeding here, not to bleeding here. I don't want to bleed here. It's, my hands have had a really rough life. But anyway, so I did that. I did not change any of the get up here. I did not change any of the saddle positions this way. They're all still right where they were. I did not screw the screen. And then I cleaned it up. There was a lot of DNA on this thing. A lot of DNA. Yeah, I know it's the same blood, but I'm weak, and I'm hoping that these need to be pulled back some, and when we get to that part of setting it up, should be fun. But tomorrow is going to be a day of solder experimentation. We're going to take the rest of the controls out of the IBI because I'm not going to try and solder them. I'm not super experienced at soldering, so I'm going to take the controls out, desolder a wire, solder it back on, desolder a wire, solder it back on, because otherwise I won't know where they go. It's going to be bad. So when it are you back? Okay, Charlie's not in the thing. So wait a minute. What was I saying? Wow, it's gone. That whole train of thought about this and what I was going to do with the soldering, whoosh, done. So there we are. Apparently I just caught Charlie's time warp. Well, shouldn't I have them all down and, like, how do I do this? Shouldn't I have them all at least level with that? They shouldn't totally stick up, were they? Because these were literally laying down flat on the top of the bridge. These saddles. So I might have to put them all back the way they were, flat, straight down on the board. On the board. Oh my God! On the bridge. Dang it! That's not what I wanted to hear, Marshall. But I'm gonna muddle through this anyway. Put a 1/32 shim in the neck pocket. Okay. I will do that. Now I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to get some shim stock. I probably have to order something from like StuMac, or is there like a something? Well, I'm not afraid to. I'm not going to screw this up. It's a hardtail. It's not a big deal. I don't really think this was a mistake. I think it's just a reset, and I'm going to start over again. Which will teach me how to do the listening as I reply to last night before I seem rude. Not sure. Cool. And I presume I can get them. Well, here, what? I got this fucking technology here. Jesus Christ. So if I go here to Mac guitar Become a StewMax member, and you can save pennies. No, I don't want to join your mailing list. Every stinking one of these things does it. If you move your mouse up, that thing's going to come on there. You're not at work. You're always at work, brother. An old credit card, that seems thick for a 30, well, I guess 32nd. It could be close. I know Matchbook. Back in the day, I used them all the time. So there were so many points cars out there. It was 17, 18 thousandths, which was enough to make any car with a point type ignition run. Well, any engine. It didn't matter if that was the exact spec. You could put it at the thickness of a. Yeah, I thought it would be too thick. Yeah. Anyway, let me turn on Avisio here. We're over here on StewMac now because we're gonna learn things. Neck shims. Look, neck shims. It comes up. Saltine cracker cardboard. I use that for gaskets. That and cereal boxes. I'm a gearhead from way back. So set at 10. That's acoustic. Neck shims for bass. Set of 12. This is. Oh, these don't say thicknesses. Not here anyway. They say degrees. 25 degree or 0.25 degrees, 0.50 degrees, 1 degree, 0.25 degrees. I wish they gave thicknesses. I understand thicknesses. I don't understand degrees because I'm not a luthier. You see what happened right there? That I moved that mouse up just lightly, and it's like, oh, here, join our mailing list. You might miss a deal. A 0.5 degree shim. Okay, so this right here. I don't give a dad. Like this one. Like that one right there. Awesome, Doc. Awesome. So I presume that the holes are pre-drilled here for me to be able to. Well, I realize that, but then I don't have a pair of calipers right now. So, all right. Well, I got that. I'm not even signed in here, so it might change. But now I know what I'm going after, so that's cool. We'll go back and revisit that. Let's listen to a song set up by Marshall. Let me see here. That's gonna be. He might not like that I picked this one, but I did. So I think it's cool. I don't know what Marshall's gonna think. This was a minute ago. So, The Ballad of Dern. I listened to this earlier, and I like it.
You always loved a good old song, and we always love it when you sing along. Oh, Daryl, you always been a good friend of mine, and we know you wouldn't want to see us cry, but we just can't help it when you ain't got long. So we thought we'd sing you just one more song. It's always been Daryl and Cheryl and a few good kids kicking in the kitchen and flipping their lids, playing games and singing songs. Every kid down the block wants to play along. I'm one of those kids and I felt that bliss, so carry it on, sweet family and Smith. You always loved a good old song. town. You got more soul than old James Brown. It's always been Daryl and Sharon, a few good kids, kicking in the kitchen and a flipping their lids, playing games and singing songs. Every kid down the block wants to play along. I'm one of those kids and I felt that bliss, so carry it on, sweet family of Smith. It's always been Daryl and Sharon and a few good kids, kicking in the kitchen and a flipping their lids, playing games and singing songs. Every kid down the block wants to play along. I'm one of those kids and I felt that bliss, so carry it on, sweet family of Smith. Oh, sweet family, sweet family, sweet family, sweet family. We love to see you getting down, bright white shoes and a paper crown, low spade in a hole and a double down, a 55 shoebox in a two-lane town. Got more soul than old James Brown. You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh.
Like it. No, don't play the next one. How did my auto hooter get turned on? Oh, I'm on a playlist, that's why. Okay, anyway, let me turn off the VZO. Yeah, that's a great song, Marshall. That is a great song. Super cool. Wow. Hey, quit that. There. Okay. No. There. Now I finally did it. Sorry, I was fighting with technology. Oh, you're welcome, Marshall. I was kind of going through your older stuff and some things. There were a few things I thought about putting up, but then they were actually things I thought I should ask you about first. But anyway, I found 3 or 4, and they're good ones that I like. And that one was a new one for me. I hadn't heard that song before at all. So it was awesome stuff. So I'm hoping that with these other... Oh yeah, that's easy peasy for me. I can go anywhere in the Tri-County area for $1.25 all day long. So actually, I think it would cost me $2.50 for a day pass, but whatever. It doesn't even fucking matter at that price. Yeah, and I can get anywhere on TriMet out here. I just have to allow time. So definitely include letting me know when I can swing by and meet. I'd love to meet some of your family anyway. So that would be totally cool, Marshall. I would absolutely love to come and hang, to get to see you, because, you know, realistically, I'm probably not going to get to see you as much as I did last year, which was a whole one time for 5 days. No, that was more than 5 days, 7 days. I was there for 7 days. All right, I can do that. I don't have to report back home to my roommate. So, but anyway, yeah, I think we'll be set. So, I will do so. So, cool. So the cool thing about doing this on my guitar is that like Marshall said, you learn by making mistakes. So that's why I started on this one. Need a lot of work, and I know that on Ruby, these are more. They look more like these do right now. Not exactly the same because there's a whole radius thing and, you know, Stratocaster, blah, blah, blah. But I presumed that the guy that had this before, because he was the same one that had the EVH Douglas, and you saw that brass nut that wasn't glued on or cut or shaped or anything. Yeah, you guys saw this brass nut. Well, here, hang on just a minute. You hear Marshall and I talk about that brass nut on the Douglas that somebody had put on that thing. Yeah, well, this is a little bit bigger, but not much. This right here is a chunk of brass. I borrowed this from my friend so I can use it as a little bit of a fret hammer. That's why this end is dressed. Um, and yeah, that thing, oh yeah, it was so freaking big. It literally looked like this, just slightly, it wasn't quite as tall. It was probably this thick or very close to it. It was insane. It should have put it on a wall of shame, bro. It really should have gone in like a frame or something and really just gone on a wall of shame. I think that would have been awesome. Because they literally just stuck it on there and didn't do anything to it. Did it even have string grooves cut in it? I don't remember now, Marshall. It was too long ago. Oh, you didn't step in anything. We were just talking about my old Douglas guitar. Hello, Lori. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, but it was that is not that much of an exaggeration as to how big it was. So yeah, so that went away, and then he fixed it, and now I play it. It's right over there in the rack. If you look behind, there. That's pointing stuff. I got to figure this out. I don't know. Everything's backwards. Feels that way anyway. That happens. That happens. So yeah, I just presumed that this should feel nice and smooth like Ruby does. Because the bridge on Ruby is, she's not a hardtail, but it's the same style, except having a whammy bar in it. So I kind of presumed that these shouldn't be sticking up way above the tops like they were. So, but I mean, they were literally, there was no change on any of them. So it's not hard to put them back. All I have to do is put them all the way down flat on the neck, and they're exactly like they were. There was none of the set screws were touching the bridge bottom at all. So yeah, one of them. Fun. So I'm learning stuff. It's not, and I can't screw it up. I mean, it didn't work before. And so, but yeah, I'm gonna do the tear apart for the soldering. Probably sand the bottom of the bridge too to get that ready for to make an actual ground so that it won't make that noise anymore. Because as we all saw, it didn't have a ground area because it's not grounding paint. Very few paints ground, conduct, shall we say, have the amps ability. You know what I'm saying? Tim Thomas hiding out there. That's really cool stuff here. There's really cool people up in here. So, see, I could probably use balsa wood. If I had a set of calipers, I could probably use balsa wood and use some measurements, and then I could cut down, because I could always sand, although that's problematic. A planer would be better set up in a jig, so it's preset to the angle I want it to be. So you feeling more grounded today, are you, Doc? So yeah, I've got. I mentioned that I rolled my gain back some more. So last week, excuse me, I had pulled out most of the gain from one of the VSTs, and I think I took it down to like, I want to say negative 50 something. Excuse me, from where it was. And then I had this gain on the Focusrite at about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I've got that rolled back to 11 o'clock now. I was just thinking of balsa as a wood that was available as shim material, but yeah, it's too soft, I think, for that. I would want to use spruce or something. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to bother doing that. I mean, it's not that the shims aren't that expensive. Not for what I need. It's not like I'm making an investment right now to start a new business, you know. So, yeah, carbon fiber is always fun. It doesn't compress much. It pretty much wears like iron. Once you put it in there, it's going to be what it is. The wood's still going to swell and shrink, but it's not. A shaft casing. That sounds scary. I don't think I want to know anything about your shaft casing. Yeah. No, I totally hear you, but I needed to find out where to start. What is my background in education? Well, that's that's such an excellent question, Lori. Hello, Vivian. Welcome. That's such a wonderful question, Lori. It's interesting and well, leads me to a story. I know, weird, right? That I would have a story about my educational background. So, if we turn the if we no, no, I'd be Bubba's bitch in prison. We're not talking about street smarts. Common sense, yes, but not the street smarts. I'm not a street kid, although I ran on plenty of them. I'm a good boy. I only broke into people's garages to look at the old newspapers, things like that. But anyway, back to the story at hand, which was your question about my education. So, I was supposed to graduate high school in perfect, Gary. School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, I've been through that one too. So I was supposed to graduate in 1982. That would have been my original graduation year. I was born in 1964, and I didn't miss any years of school until I got to my junior year. I didn't really miss, but I didn't go to some classes because I was pretty fucking bored. So I got to the end of my junior year, and I decided I would take the classes I needed and, fill up my schedule with boring stuff that I felt I'd already done so I could graduate. And then an event happened that involved a friend of mine who was distributing a needed substance to a person other than myself. I happened to be standing near them when they were exchanging said substance, and I was actually outside of the building, outside the door, and they were inside doing the, let's just call it a transaction. Anyway, a teacher came out of a room because they were inside by the lockers and saw them and kind of busted them. And then the vice principal decided to call me into the office because I was 15 feet away from them. So clearly, I was a friend of Jeff's. So clearly I was involved because I was standing outside the doors. Not only was I standing outside the doors, but my back was turned because I was looking down the breezeway, which was a causeway that goes between two buildings there. So anyway, Mr. Gallmer did not like me. That was the vice principal. He and I had had words. And so they tried to get me to rat on my friend who had been, well, let's just say it, he was selling some pot to one of our buddies. And I was actually a lookout, but there was no way I could have been associated with them because I was outside. So I wasn't going to rat on my friends anyway, blah, blah, blah. So they tried strong-arming me and pressure me into do it. So I told him he had to call my mom. So I could tell my mom what was happening, and he gave me a bunch of shit about that, and then finally did it. And my mom said, well, were you involved? Did you do something? I said, no, I was clean. I don't have anything on me, yada, yada, yada. So I told Mr. Gomer, I'm sorry, but I wasn't involved and I know nothing about what they're doing. That's the end of my story. I'm 17 and a half years old. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 8. By the time I was 10, I was a veteran smoker. I had a pack of cigarettes in my hand. That's how desperate he was to get me on something. Now, bear in mind, my mother is still on the phone. He reaches into my shirt pocket because that's where my cigarettes are. My cigarettes and lighters in my shirt pocket. That's where I always carried them since I was like 10. The shirt pocket. That's where everybody that smokes carries their cigarettes. I'd done this all through high school. I didn't smoke on school grounds because I smoked when I left school grounds. So I never got busted for smoking on school grounds. So Mr. Gomer was bound to tell me he was going to bust me for something. So he grabbed the pack of cigarettes out of my pocket and he says, Miss Manning, are you still there? She said, yes, I'm still here. What can I do for you? He says, well, we found your son is in possession of tobacco. My mom said, yeah? So? Well, what's the problem? Was he smoking there? Did he light one up in your office? Mr. Gomer says, no. He says, well, then why are you telling me he has cigarettes on us? I know he smokes. He smoked since he was 8 years old. He says, well, I'm going to have to confiscate these cigarettes. Well, here's the funny thing. At the time, my mother had just bought me a carton of cigarettes because I was between paychecks. My mother, I love her. God rest her soul. I miss her. She, in all seriousness, says, Mr. Gomer, you will give those cigarettes back to my son. You will put them back in his hand and you will keep them out of yours because I bought them. He has my permission to have them. And if he did not smoke cigarettes on your school grounds, the possession alone is not enough to blah, 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 blah. It wasn't quite a nickel per pack. It was about 55 cents, actually. No, it was 35 cents when I started when I was 8. It wasn't quite a nickel a pack. But anyway, yeah, so that was fun. Then the next year I quit. See, I told you there was a story. I did warn you. So I started my senior year and then immediately turned and quit because I wasn't going to do it. And then I went and moved out of my home and moved in with my girlfriend. And we lived together for about 8 or 9 months and a bunch of stuff happened. In the meantime, I tried to go to a different school to finish. Now I'm a year late. And no, I didn't. That was a bullshit school too. It's getting there. It's getting there. So then I quit again. Now we're to 1984. In the beginning of 1984, I went to community college to get a GED. I went through all the courses. And if you start me on a story, you just have to no, they didn't call cigs fags. I never heard them call ripping a square either. But anyway, so I decide that I'm going to get my GED because I don't want to not have anything. And I only needed I want to say I needed 2.5 credits to get enough credits for my diploma. Other than that, I needed time. So I got through that whole class and got to the exam night when I'm going to take the GED test. Fast times at Falcro High. Kind of that way. Yes, indeed. So I got ready to take the test. I hadn't opened it yet, and I went up and gave it back to the guy. Put it back on the professor's desk. I said, I want a high school diploma. I don't want a GED. I'm going back to school. So I found a program called AIM, an acronym for Alternatives in Motivation. And I went there, and it was perfect. They didn't give a shit if you smoked or if you didn't smoke or if you were 18 or if you were 16 or whatever. Didn't care what classes you took, just cared what credits you needed. Got you the work you needed to get those credits and finished out. I had my 2.5 credits in about 6 months, and I tutored the class for the rest of the year. Then I left, went to college at Trend. I don't know, Lori, you might remember Trend College. I went to 2-year program there for business management. Um, got myself set up to do business management job. Yeah, there was a question, right? You've already forgotten, Doc. Um, and so I graduated, got my associates in business management, and then went and became an automotive machinist. Built engines for hot rods. So there you go. So I am associate level college educated, and business management was my major. Um, but mostly, I'm just a blue collar worker. I worked retail for 30 years after I hurt my back and couldn't do the machine work anymore for building engine. I could still do the machine work. I couldn't keep the pace up. I couldn't go like 10, 12 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, just going. So it is now Friday at 2 o'clock, Lori. So yeah, you got to be careful about asking me about things like that. I am always happy to share. There's so many stories that I could weave into that too. I could tell stories about me for years. I know me very well. I've spent my entire life with my sorry ass. I do love me very much now. I don't know if any of you can see the difference in me. Um, I'm not being funny now. I can see and feel the difference in me since I started uh, seeking mental health help and getting some medications going, or a medication, as the case may be. Um, and I just have to say thank you, everyone. Everyone in here has been a small or large or some part of my journey from the major depression that I was suffering from. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Vivian. You're lovely. One of my favorite people in the world is right there, Vivian, smiling. But anyway, I feel better. I'm happier. I laugh. I laugh a lot more than I used to laugh. I still get sad, but I don't break down bawling because the relationship in the movie's broken up, and we're talking about a comedy movie here. It's so inappropriate and crazy stuff. So yeah, my journey of mental health recovery has gone fantastically because of this chat and because of the people in this community. Um, oh yeah, I absolutely agree with that. But I had an ugly cry every time I was emotional in any way, shape, or form. I could just be okay, and then see something or read something, and then yeah, there is a pretty cry, Lori. There is when you bless someone's heart and you make them happy because you did something nice or wonderful for them, and you see that happiness and appreciation, and you make them cry. That is a pretty cry. Sorry. Just saying. So that segue from that little story about me, um, if you are struggling, I'm going to point something out to everybody here. Let's go over here to my feed. I always have my feed running when I'm on here. It's muted always, but it's always here. I want to show you something. We'll turn on the Vizio screen. We go down here in my description. Let's ask more questions. So, yeah, stuff down here. I want you to see this here. See if I can let me go up here because this will make it bigger, I think. Yes, it will. So that's about as big as I can get it. There's a way to zoom on there, but I don't know how. So here is useful links here. If you're not feeling okay, if you're feeling rough, you feel like you're alone, you're not. There's people out here that care about you. People that don't know you care about you. Um, the first step is just to reach out. There are links here to the national, in the U.S., there are links here for the Suicide Prevention Lifeline website, and there is a toll-free number. So if you can see this screen and see this feed, you can read these things, write them down, call them, whatever. My life began to get better as soon as I reached out for help. No lie, that's what I did. I decided that I didn't feel right, and I was inappropriately angry, having rage attacks, and it was crazy time in my life. Yeah, that number 1-800-273-3 excuse me 8255 1-800-273-8255. That is the National Suicide Hotline in the U.S. I am seeking for other countries. My email is in the About section of my channel. Sorry, my shoulder's starting to cramp up a little bit. If you have links for mental health help in other countries that are, a nationwide thing, please just email me the link. You can get my email from the About section on my page here on YouTube, and put that stuff out there. It's kind of important to me. As I'm doing the professional amateur hour and I do my goofy stuff, there's one more thing that's coming down the line it's going to be a little bit more of a serious note. It's related to what I'm talking about right now, but it is not what I'm talking about right now. It is an entirely different story, and it's one you all deserve to know. And you will know it from me. I have to get a few things in place, and then I'm going to start one more program. It's going to be short. It's going to be probably 30 minutes. I refuse to script it, but I will have outlines because there's important things that need to be said when I start that stream. So that'll come. It will be fun, and it will be good, and we'll make it so. But it's a decision I've come to. But I have to talk to a couple of people. I have to make sure some things are okay, and I have to make sure that I'm doing things right. So there has to be a little more planning put into it than my normal, hey, let's go live and talk about shit. So that's my little deal there. If you want to support this channel in some way, there's ways to do that in that same description. I've got my Amazon wish list linked there. Anything off of that list, whether it costs 50 cents or $500, is something that I want or need and will help me and support me. There is also, I think there's a link for my PayPal, but I got to put the HTTPS thing in front of it. I forgot to do that. But if you post it, if you copy and paste it, it'll still get you there if you want to donate to me on PayPal. Please use friends and family. I don't want to pay fees, or at least not any more than I have to. As time goes by, I realize just what you mean to me. Is that the song you're talking about, Vivian? Hey, Gordy's here. Welcome, Gordy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, cool. Your mom had knee surgery yesterday, and that's pretty routine anymore. And if you're in reasonably good health, I mean, they saved me from, I don't know, 16 or Oh, it's a different. Okay, well, I'll. If that's fine. Thanks, Hugh. Yeah, it is easy. Easy like Sunday morning. I'm getting close. I really am. I know you guys are really, really wanting to continue. So it's coming. I am just about ready, and you will be getting stuff. I just it's been a time. It's been a time, and I'm not gonna put any of my roommates' laundry out there for what's been going on in her life, but it's been a rough time. So, oh, you got videos too, and I do have my green screen, Lori. I did get it. It's over there in the corner right now, rolled up. I have to decide how it's gonna set up in here. I can I can do it two ways right now. I can make a little hanger thing for it to come off of the ceiling, or I can hang it off of its own tripod. But that makes it really tight back here between the keyboard, workbench, and me. So, but I guess all it's got to be is there. So you're astral projecting from your couch. Well, I have pretty decent lights. I can make these lights point in any direction, come off the ceiling. I can make them any color in the entire spectrum of 16 gazillion colors. I can I can figure that part out. Um, so I'm not really worried about the lighting. I can even move it around and change lighting in here. I don't do a lot with the lighting in here. It's just these LEDs that I use in my normal day-to-day life. When I'm sitting in here, just chilling and doing my thing, watching your YouTube videos, these are on. They're set on pink and they're very low. So yeah. So anyway, I may reach out if I'm having problems with the green screen because honestly, I really that'll be awesome. That's awesome. That will be super cool. Yeah, yeah. You put anything behind me you want. You know, some guy doing this is cool too. You know that I love you. That was for Marshall, by the way, because he told me he loved me in his stream earlier tonight. Oh, yeah. Now that I've got the gain staging set up here, it's fine. Okay, I will look that up and I will check that out, Vivian. I may know that song. I will check that out. Now, it rained here today too. Not a whole lot, just a little kind of drizzly and cloudy, but yeah, it was strange. Well, see, I'm way further south than you. If you look where we are compared to where you are, um, yeah, you're a third closer to the Arctic Circle than I am, and I'm in a valley. I am in a very low valley. Yeah, I probably do, Vivian. So thanks to my mother, the woman I was talking about not too long ago, telling the story. Oh, I cannot imagine, Marshall. I'm stoked to get to come see you at some point. Um, oh yeah. Okay, thank you, Robbie. Yeah, that triggered it. That triggered it. Really? And it seemed to me that you'd be further north on that side of the, and I guess it dips way down into the. Wow, that's a trip because I'm north of the 49th parallel. You're actually further south than I am geographically. What a trip, dude. That's some that's crazy cool that I am actually further north than you are. Yeah. Sweet. Well, learn something new every day. That's my thing. The day I stop learning stuff is the day that I die. That is my goal. Um, so anyway, it's a pleasure now doing this. I want to say, no, sorry, I banged the mic, but I don't feel like I'm talking to the microphone anymore, like I did before. Having this here and being able to turn the gain up and down, it's awesome. I'm good with left and right, and I know that's probably right and left to you guys because I think this camera is still flipped. But anyway, be that as it may, no way. Okay, now I gotta go look. I have to. Hang on just a minute. We gotta go look at this over here. Let's go to the home. 49th parallel. Oregon. Alright, so 49th parallel is, show me on the map. I don't want to look at, that's a dumb map. Oh, that's awesome. You guys gotta see this. You guys gotta see this. So I go here. Wait, I'm gonna back it up until I get to the one that shows. Okay, so here we go. So I'm looking this up because I want to see where the line hits me and make sure that I'm right. Okay, so hang on here. Turn on a VZO screen. So I see this map right over here, and it says, oh, look, here's the 49th parallel. Watch close. So I click on the map because I want to see the 49th parallel north, right? And it shows it clearly right there on this little tiny map. Click. Wait for it. There's the map. And it doesn't have the 49th parallel on it. Oh my god. The link shows it as having a 49th parallel in here. But, yeah. So, this is clearly not the right website. So, we're going to go back. I hate Wikipedia. I'm sorry that it's just, they're just dumb. Ah. Now I understand my error. I was confusing two different parallels. I was confusing the 49th parallel, and it seems like it, but I was confusing it with the 45th parallel. That's what I'm north of. Feel better now. Thanks for the geography lesson. You guys are awesome. I don't have a story about the 49th parallel. Alright, let's go back over here. We're going to listen to another Marshall song. Yeah, I just forgot my geography. And yeah, I was talking about the 45th parallel, which is halfway between the equator and the North Pole. That is south of me, down towards Salem. And that's what I was screwing up. Here? You live here? I live there. listen to another Shut Up by Marsha song. This is another one I really love. Not the first time I've heard this. Turn the VZO back on. We're going to make it big, and then we're going to make it play. Let's enjoy this together. All right. Oh, yeah, I pulled these off of Marshall's playlist, so there we go. That was my best mistake. Oh my God. But yeah, it is, now that I have the understanding of how to use this microphone to finish what I was saying before, and I don't have all that extra gain on here, this mic is a pleasure now to use. Absolutely. I no longer feel like I'm talking to a microphone. I've been able to turn the gain back so far on this and just let it be, and now I can sit here and talk. I can move the microphone, around, swing it back and forth, and put it just, whew, my goodness. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to make a cup of coffee here pretty soon. Yes, John Mayer, still metal. Welcome, Texas Jackdaw, Tim. Everyone out there should say thank you to him, because you're going to be hearing some good music. It's stuff that there's not videos to. I mentioned at the beginning, but not everybody was here. So this lovely man here has sent quite a number of songs to me to play as I wish on my show or share with you. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you. I'm looking forward to sharing those. Like I said, I'll share one every week, maybe two. It'll depend. You won't be hearing them a lot because none of these have been put out there yet. They all need videos done for them, so he won't be releasing these on his channel for quite a while. So definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, oh, have to excuse me in my weird positions. Like I said, my shoulder is trying to cramp up on me again, and it's been getting better every day until now. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to sit up straight, use proper posture, and relax my shoulders. So, we like ballads, Tim. I haven't heard a song from you yet that I don't like. So there's that. So yeah, I'm super cool. But yeah, Zach, I wrote that in the chat. But that sounds like it would be cool. I've never been to Ottawa. I could go that way. It's another excuse for me to get my passport, which I need to do anyway, so I can ride my bike up into Canada because there's places I want to go in Canada as well as places I want to go in the United States. Sorry, I was just reading Lori's reply to the four luffs. That's good, Lori. You should go Google that, and then you'll learn something new today. Um, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'll let you discover that for yourself. It has to do with sound, as I'm sure you can figure, Lori. But yeah, you should go. You should go learn. 99 Cis Luftballons. That's one of my favorite songs from back in the day. Love that song. It was a lot of fun. Oh, there we go. I want to put this up here and then point it over this way. There we go. That's what we want. Right there. A little bit more tilt. Oh, I'm starting to figure this goddamn thing out. So when you don't have to adjust this up and down too much, it's pretty good. Um, yes, I have snake eyes on my moobs. This is my casino shirt. I have somewhere. I have the visor hat, but I haven't found it yet. It was packed away when I moved. I have a pink tiara back here somewhere. Whoops. Let me beat the shit out of my SM58 mic. I have a pink tiara bow thing. It's not a tiara. It's a hair holder backer thingy. I don't know the terms for it. But anyway, it's another gag costume I had for working with my friend Lori, or not Lori, my friend Angela, Lori, um, and we did things with her. She sells the Color Street nail strips. They're really cool. They're nail polish, but they go on your nails like a no, not a scrunchie. It's the little tension bar thing that you stretch, put over your head, and it pushes your hair back and holds it. Goes over you like this. You get moose ears and Christmas lights that way too. I don't know what the fuck they're called. A hair holder backer thingy. A scrunchie is a ponytailer holder thingy. At least that, or it's a top knot holder thingy. I don't know. It's just terrible. No, not it. Let me just go find the damn thing. Uno momento, por favor. Because, things. We have nothing better to do. Oh, is it? There it is. This, right here. The whole reason she wanted me to do this is so she could see it on my head. You know she's going to see it on my head. So, put that back up there. So, here we go. And yes, you've all seen my jammies now. This thing. Right here, Lori, this thing. See? It's got the over here. It's got the thing and the bow and the you stretch it out and you let it hold your hair back and you I don't know what it's called. That's not a headband. A headband goes around your head this way. This has got to have a different name than headband. But anyway, I wore this. I have somewhere. I also have the feather boa thingy and this. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's my thing. I can turn a screensaver on that too. So no, I wear do-rags. Do-rags cover up your whole head and tie back. I wear those on the bike in the summertime because my head sweats. When you take the handkerchief and you roll it up and you Cheech and Chong tie it around your head like they did back in the day, that's a headband to me. So I don't know. I think you're an East Coast lady and I'm a West Coast guy, and we just are having a little trouble communicating right now. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Shh, Karen. Shh. Is Fred digging the headband topic? So yeah, I got pink headbands and I got stuff. Oh my goodness. See what happened. What is going on? So I'm gonna pick a track and then I'm gonna play some weird shit and then we're gonna listen to Marshall's song. I'm just gonna pick a short one, play along with it for 4 or 5 minutes. Trying to get back into the swing of playing Ruby because yeah, sure. What band are you in? Oh, I'm in a headband. Oh, cool. Right on. Sounds like fun. There. So, yeah. I don't know if I get points or not, Marshall, but I unplug the guitar nearly every time now. So, there's that. That's kind of cool, huh? Oh, hang on here. Why can't I hear that? Yet I can see it in the... oh. Uno momento. Por favor. Like, why can't I hear my damn guitar? My shit's broke. Somebody stole my amplifier out of my computer. Ta-da! Ruby still works. Oh, I'm way behind on chat. I was gone there for a minute. I just started dinking around, and then something felt. I just had to. Hey, Ian, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Frankie. Coming from you, that's like everybody else in here. You guys are all accomplished guitar players, and I appreciate it when you say I do nice things. So thank you so much. Oh, I really got to buckle down. Marshall's stream tonight, I actually saved that. Marshall's stream was good for me tonight. It it made me realize that the biggest thing stopping me right now is the fact that I don't know my root notes on the fretboard, first of all. And I'm not practicing scales. I need to start practicing scales. Just regular majors and then moving on from there. So, but yeah, that was a great one tonight. Marshall, I really appreciated that. It was good for me to hear. Not only was it good for me to see, and it'll be a good reference for me to do, but it also reminded me that I need to do it. So yes, Preston, I play every day, but I'm not very good at practicing. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on as far as that goes, Marshall. But I'm just not sure how to make myself practice more diligently. So I just take little cues, such as your video today, and go, yeah, that's a big stumbling block for me, and I can fix that by actually learning. All right, Preston, I'll make that commitment. As of today, I will pick, let's see, what's the regular major mode? Is that the Lydian? The regular major mode, because I know the blues scale. I don't need the blues thing. Once I find the bass note, I'll be able to do that. But the thing I know it says in Marshall's video, but yeah. Anyway, picking the regular scale, and I will learn that scale. One, whoa. Holy crap. Did you guys see me just throw my pick? That was funny shit. I think that's the first drop pick. I think that's the first drop pick tonight. Yeah, it is. So, there we go. Okay. The major scale is the Ionian mode. So, I will spend 5 minutes every day working on the Ionian scale for, well, let's just pick G. It's gone forever, right? It's gone to that pick resting place, wherever that is. It is true. It is better. Normally, my hand just lets go. So I'm holding the thing, and my hand just says, "Hey, fuck you! You're not holding that anymore. You're gonna let go of it." So when I'm holding something like this, here, let me. So when I'm holding something, well, come on, you fat bastard. So when I'm holding something like this is held with a death grip. It may look like I'm casually holding this with one hand. Yeah, if you look closely at the centers of the nails here, you'll see they're white. Here. Yeah, that's not reflection of light. That's because I'm holding it that tight. Well, the piece is huge. The slide's not that big. It's like, I think it's 14 on 16, I think. I just acquired these with my vape. I just picked them up when I was over there because I purchased them remotely. They were filthy. They're getting better. You can see this one here, my little shapeshifter. These are both made in Oregon, which is why I was happy to get them, but I got to get some rock salt. This one here needs it. I'll get it closer. You can see the calcium stuff on there. It needs, but it's clean, 90%. And this one is a 12 on a 14, I think. But the slide, it's super long because it's a beaker style. These are really good companies if you partake and do that. But yes, I got those. The beaker piece, $150 to $200 when it was new. It's probably not worth that much now, but it's still worth a considerable sum. It's not. It would easily bring $125 American, and the little shapeshifter one probably about 60. It's probably about 85 or 90 new. I could look them up. They still make very similar models, but yeah, the new ones are all glass on glass. The newest ones are the Gurus. You can look these up online. They're glass on glass, and as you can see, this is glass on glass on glass on rubber. Their new models of this beaker style are glass on glass, glass on glass. And they both have ice pinches in them, so I can put the cubes in. This one's a double perk. And the other one is, what do they call it? I can't remember what that kind of perk is, but it's where that upper section is. There's a whole bunch of little holes there, and it pulls it into the base through the water, and then through all those holes. Supposed to smooth it out or something and help cool it, and then the ice that you pull it through finishes the job. I don't know. I rarely smoke flour, but I could not pass these up. I got both of those pieces and yes, I got both those pieces and this cheapy acrylic, which is in decent shape. Was also filthy dirty, but this is a great throw around. Take it outside. Look, oops, I dropped it. Oh, damn, that sucks. Yeah, oh, well, I'll pick it up and now I'll use it again, you know, because dropping it didn't do a damn thing to it. Whereas if I drop the, if I drop the other, yeah, then I'll be sad. So, whoops, hang on. I'm abusing my microphone with Ruby. So, yeah, you do live in the only county in the state of Oregon in which you cannot legally purchase pot at a pot shop. It's absolutely mind-boggling. There is one place in the state that says, nah, we're not going to do it. And it's a great revenue thing. The only thing wrong with this one is this and this cap plugs. If you look this company up, they make these caps for capping off hydraulic fittings when they're being taken apart. Well, this enterprising bong company decided to make their acrylic the same exact size as a number, I think it's a number 18, it might be a number 20. Anyway, a number 20 hydraulic fitting, flat-faced, O-ring style. They just didn't put an O-ring flat face down here, but this plugs the bottom. But this piece has worn now. I'm going to try and dimple this up, but it's worn now, so it doesn't want to stay. I push it on there, and it's okay for a while, and then it'll just work itself loose. But for a cheap shit, no big deal. And some flour. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Probably... there's 4 baggies with about... there's probably quarter ounce, half ounce maybe in there. That was $30. So it was, yeah, it's a Kerr mason jar. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mark. That is a good idea, and I actually have some Teflon plumber's tape. Very good. Excellent. Thanks, Gordy. Thanks, Gordy. Oh, K-Com's such a good drummer. I dig his stuff. He's got those drums set up really nice. Really nice. So it's cool to watch him. I have a little drum pad. It's a Yamaha something or other. I don't know. It's under my bed right now. But I'm gonna drag it out. It's a USB MIDI drummer thing. I'm gonna play around with that a little bit. I figure it's something I can set on my bed, plug in, use, put it away. I just gotta get it's down there. And if you notice, the stack is smaller here because I've gotten rid of some of the things that were here. We are making progress. This corner is gonna look much different in a couple of weeks. So, yup. We like K-Kong. Oh yeah, we used to go up on a hill, and everybody called it Powell Butte, up where Metal and Dairy used to be. All a bunch of cow pastures. My house sat here on 136th Avenue, and a quarter mile away was the bottom of Meadowland's property on the hill that everybody called Powell Butte. And up on top of there was grazing lands for the cows. And they just rotated them around about, probably 3 or 4 pastures up there. But my friends would go up, and I never bothered. It wasn't, if I was going to go up there, I was going to go shooting. That's why I was going up there. But they'd go up there and get Liberty caps, I think they were, something like that. And I'm not a mushroom fan. I tried them twice, 2 times. I did psilocybins once, or whatever however you say that. The one they're arguing about right now because it's helping people. Good God, why would we want to use a natural plant for a medicine? That can't happen. Let's stop that right away. Anyway, so yeah, they would bring them down, and we would try. Well, they would try them. I tried them then. They were magic when I was about first time 16 or 17, and I didn't like how I felt. I got little tracers and some color flash, and giggled quite a bit, but there was an underlying feeling of on the edge of control. I didn't like that feeling. Years later, I tried again with psilocybins, and they tasted even worse. It's like eating dirt. And it was an even more intense feeling that I didn't like. So me and hallucinogens, generally speaking, we're not friends. I have nothing against them. Other people can do them. I don't care. I have zero problems with someone doing shrooms at all, or peyote, or any other natural substance. None. You can do too much. You can do them wrong. But whatever. They're natural, and they're technically, yeah. They let us the taste of sadness. Right, Marshall? Right? So, yep, never was much of a mushroom user. Don't really care for them too much. But yeah, they stole a bunch of plants. They were actually going up on Powell Butte to look for Liberty caps and get some shrooms, and they came across some poor bastard's grow in his backyard. He had probably 10 or 15 plants. Now these, you got to realize, these were immature plants. We were probably 15. Yeah, we were probably 14, 15 years old at this time. Anyway, they decided they were going to go up and get shrooms, and then they saw this guy's little pot field in his backyard. And so those bastards went in and stole this poor guy's immature plants. They were way immature. I think the tallest one was maybe maybe 2 feet tall. No bud. No, I mean, they were way young. And have a good one, Gordy. Thanks for hanging out for a while. It's awesome to have you in here. Really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. So have a good one. Stay smooth. Do stuff I would do, because most of the stuff I would do is really fun. So. Fun stuff. Well, yeah, I was going to go find a backing track, and then I completely played that little riff thing and then never went and found a backing track. Well, let's listen to another song from Marshall. This is one of my favorites that he's done fairly recently. This is an actual cover. It's probably going to get me a copyright strike, and it's worth it. I don't care about copyright strikes anymore. They can give them to me all they want. It's just not worth the trouble. I'm not monetized. I'm not looking to be monetized. I don't care. If they want to run ads on my shit and get money for their song, cool. Gary Newman can have that. But this one was not done by Gary Newman. It was done by Marshall. And it's called Cars. And it is one of my favorite songs back in the day. And Marshall has made it one of my favorite songs again. So here it goes. We're going to switch on the VZOs. Unmute this. Mute me. And play.
Feel safest of all. I can lock all my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Here in my car, I can only receive. I can listen to you. It keeps me stable for days in cars. You visit me, please, if I open my door in cars. Here in my car, I know I've started to think about leaving tonight, although nothing seems right in cars. Live today, forgot tomorrow. Oh, well, beside the news of a holy war and holy need, ours is just a little sorrow told. And I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world tomorrow to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Any
Whew. Man, oh man. I definitely love that. That was something else. That's a great version of that song. It was an easy play when I saw it pop up there. It was an easy decision to make. that was like, okay. Oh, look, I don't need to like that one because I already liked it. Oh, man. It's been awesome showcasing some of Marshall's stuff tonight. It's been fun. Next week will be MT Squared. So, I'm going to go grab a bunch of those for next week and get those set up. Well, I'm going to write them down and then I'll set them up before I do the stream. As I get through my stream now, I get fewer and fewer windows instead of more and more windows. When I go and set them up between times, yeah. Oh, yeah, thanks. Sorry. I hit it with the guitar and I got the guitar neck wrapped up in the cord right here. Because it decided to do, I don't know why it's this long all of a sudden, because it didn't used to be this long, I promise. So I don't know exactly what happened, but we'll be fixing that. I'll pull it back. Funny story. Wait. Yeah, the mic shouldn't be quiet anymore. It was set for being here, and I had pushed it up because I got this all tied up in it during that video. Too for Marshall. So, because I'm a genius like that. So, and Marshall, I saw your comment about it making you shed a tear seeing your old place. Honestly, I got some pangs myself as I was sitting there looking at that, at the wall with the guitars on it, and I mean, I've been to your place now, twice, but I was there for a few days. Wow, bro, I'm gonna miss it too. It makes me sad too. I'm still stoked to see your new one. I mean, of course, I've seen, how you've been setting up for your streams. Background, love the lights. Those are awesome. I like how you did them along the crown molding. Yeah, I got the gain down quite a bit. It was bad. Hang on a sec. Here, let me. I was bumping way high, and I had like 3 stages of gain on this, and so I turned it way back. And that should get me up somewhere closer to the music. Talking, because I'm also not talking to the microphone anymore now that I'm using the Rode again. Hi JDL, welcome. Yes, Heather of the Feisty Feather is here with us, and Tim, set up by Marshall. JDL's here now. Nea's here. Welcome, Nea. I think I said hi to you in the chat, but I didn't say hi to you because it was in the middle of Marshall's twofer. So, But yeah, as I was saying, next week is going to be MT squared. We're going to get the Mark Tanner and the Marshall Turner both going with their stuff. Again, some of my favorite music. Well, period. There's no more to say with that. Let's see here. I gotta go back. If I go here and I look here and here, yeah, here we go. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it does. If you guys don't hear anything within a few seconds, let me know. But I think I've got this set up right so that it'll grab the sound directly out of the email. This is one of Tim's. No video with this. This is just going to be, you know, me looking stupid sitting here with a zit. You know, it's one of those things. So anyway, this is called Typical. This is called Typical, and this is from our friend right here in the chat, Texas Jackdaw, Tim Roberts.
It seems typical to me that goodness should hide her face from my sight in the wake of my life. A tender heart waits for me to break it apart. My state-of-the-art misery craves a new start. So here I stand once again, wading into the water's edge. Sink or swim, I begin to doubt it's a miracle, but it's not typical. The worn hem of my jeans resembles my life. Frayed and tattered are the seams, stained in the light. Yet she sees me in a different light. I know the girl with the southern smile, the goodness she sees in me makes me wanna believe. So here I stand once again, wading into the water's edge. Sink or swim, I begin to doubt she's a miracle, but she's not typical. It seems typical to me that burdens are weighed from mistakes that are made, and yet I'm released. So here I stand once again, wading into the water's edge. Sink or swim, I begin to believe she's a miracle, but she's not typical. No, this is not typical.
That's just absolutely amazing. Now remember, everybody, Tim has allowed me to share these with you before he releases them with videos later. So we're getting to hear them all first. And wow, I'm going to hear them right along with you guys. I will pick one each week, download it, and play it. That way I'll be able to keep track of what I have and haven't done. Because I'm probably going to bounce around the list a little bit. I'm not necessarily going to go in there. Marshall made a request to follow this, and so we are going to follow this with a song Marshall did. You are all in for a treat if you haven't heard this. Yeah, here we go.
I woke in the evening. I was waiting for you to come home. I lied awake there for hours, and I was trying to be strong like a stone. Will you walk in that door? Will you smile at me just once again? I see that picture on the nightstand. I see you moving toward me across the sky. I see that smile once again, babe. And I know I'll never see you again. I laid back down and closed my eyes. Inside my head I saw a picture of you. I opened my eyes inside the darkness. I felt the coldness of being alone. I hear your voice just like an angel. I feel your hand touch my skin once again. I taste the sweetness of your smile. I hear that whisper in my mind, just like the wind. I see your picture on the nightstand. I see you moving toward me across the sky. I see that smile once again, babe. And I know that I will see you again. And when I awake in the morning, and your little voice calls my name, when I awake in the evening, I see your face once again.
Man, I absolutely love that song. That is, whoops, that's not what was supposed to happen there. Okay, there we are. Hey, look, the Falcrow's live. Anyway, yeah, one of my favorite, absolute favorite songs of yours, Marshall. And Marshall asked me to sing on that way back. This was last year sometime. I don't remember exactly when it was. Sent me the track, and I was really nervous. I knew some of the story behind it, where the song came from. not necessarily what it was written about, but what it came from. And I appreciate you doing that. I just don't think I could do it justice. I could probably sing it better now. I've had a little bit of practice. My voice is in better shape than it was at that point in time. So, yeah. I just wanted you to know that I did appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do vocal on that. I wish I would have been in a better position to do a better job. That is a great song. So. There's a million good band names out there, guys. I mean, Marshall was talking about a headband would be a good band name. And yes, it would. Wrong Direction would be a good band name. There's a bazillion. I don't think up names like that. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? Epic names don't usually fall from between these lips. So, and Lori, I did see you were in lurk mode. Thank you for hanging with us for a bit tonight. I know it's late over there. Way over there. The Butthole Sextants. That is an epic potential band name. I mean, heck, maybe I should have my name changed. I could be the Butthole Sextants. It's got a certain rhythmic to it. And yes, thank you for the comment on the epic zit right here. Yes, it is incredibly epic. And when I see myself in my little mirror camera thingy there, so I know what I'm showing you guys, because what I see here is what you guys see. That's what I see. Is that red spot right there? That's like. I'm telling you, I don't want to, if I name it, then I'll want to keep it, Preston. Really? That's not even funny. I don't want to name this. No, Rudolph doesn't work because it'd have to be here, which I occasionally get, because of my dry patch of skin. I get, let's see, it's on this side of center of my nose. I got a 3rd degree burn, blistered from the sun right on the tip of my nose, and now I have a dry spot where the worst of the blister was, that comes up, turns red, peels off, turns into regular soft skin again, so yeah, fun stuff. Holy smokes, man. I want you guys to know I'm really having a fun time doing this focused artist thing. Has been fun. I'm going to keep on doing that, and I'm going to keep randomly picking someone. Most of the time will be random. These last 3 I did in this specific sequence because it just made sense. As I chose Mark Tanner last week, sorry, to be featured artist, and then Marshall this week. Came up on the fly with you guys last week at the beginning of the stream when I was talking about it. I said maybe I should blah blah blah. So yeah, that's yeah. Gamden. My demon's name is Grimcrit. Grimcrit. That is Grimkrit. But that is my demon's name. It's a void walker, and it's very pretty. Some people like to call it a blueberry. It is in fact a large blue bulbous looking entity. So there's that. If you play World of Warcraft as a warlock, or you've seen anybody do it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that really is my demon. That is my demon's name. That's the one I use all the time. So he's my favorite because, well, he does what I tell him to do, and most of the time he works great. Sergei the Soviet. You've never seen a demon I don't think I've ever seen a demon either. I've seen a couple of entities. Now, this is in real life. I'm not talking the fantasy crap. I've seen a couple of things that scared me. I can't say they were demons. They didn't really look like demons in the classic sense of a demon, what we define. But I've sensed a lot of entities. I am sensitive to certain energies that they put off. Add your first pet's name to your mother's maiden name to get your porn name. That's fucking hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Oh, Thomas the Tank. Thomas the Tank was fun. I liked Thomas. I didn't like Gordon. Gordon was mean. Gordon was a big mean diesel train. Why'd you get busted? What'd you do? Oh, I'm gonna hurt myself or something. Uh-oh. You shouldn't have told him, Marshall. You shouldn't have told him. What in the fuck is this shit? Man, YouTube suggests some weird stuff. I mean, let's be reasonable, folks. Yeah. See if I can find what I want to find. What is this? Nope. 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 Wow. Why is... Huh. Why are there no... Okay. Probably looking in the wrong place. Let's go over to more. Where? Let's see here. Nope. Where'd it go? I had it. Ah, there we go. All right. I don't know what was going on there. But, bum, bum, bum. Yeah. There it goes. So I'll try and do this for a little bit, see what happens here. This might suck, it might not, I don't know. Gain staging is not a must, as I have recently learned. You should not put 3 gain stages on a microphone. Confusing is a good, nice word for it. So, Alright, let's see what happens here. See if I'm even in the ballpark. thanks for coming by. Glad you got to hang out for a little bit. Always happy to see you here. Always happy to see you here. Have a great day. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I certainly am. I think it's actually good morning for her. I do believe her day is starting in the Netherlands. So, and JDL, I hope I said hello to you because I did notice you in the chat earlier. So, super cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Ian, I'm glad you're here too. Always cool to have you hanging out. This was Blues Jam backing in A, and I was playing a blues scale and some other little thing up here that I found where I knew an A was, and I did some little doohickeys. I mean, you saw that, the finger stuff that I was, that was great. Marshall, it was my pleasure. It was absolutely my pleasure to share some of your songs, and I'm always happy to do it. And next week we'll be hearing some from you and from Mark, and that'll be a fun one for me because I really, really enjoy MT Squared. They're pretty dope ass fucking band, man. So we'll have that, and then I don't know who we're gonna feature on a week after next. Just have to watch for the notification to come up. I'm trying to remember to change the featured artist's name and link in the top of my description every week. So I'm trying to set things up ahead of time, get an idea what I'm doing. It's like I'm trying to run a frickin' show. It's like I'm having a regular featured thing and stuff that I do. You are welcome, Mark Tanner. You are welcome. So we'll also have the featured one every week from Tim. Charlie Gabaldon will always start our time off together. It's just kind of a tradition. Charlie's one of my favorites, but not, all of his are my favorites, but I like everything he's done. So you just say whatever you want. You call me dipshit if you want. I'll probably answer to it. So yeah, I need to go into this mix and clean this up. This is my daily use. I need to kind of make a new one. Hang on here just a second. Let me go. Let's turn on this one and let me go here. I believe this will show you what we want to see. Close the amp. See here. Yeah. So these tracks right here are what we started with. This vocal right here that I'm on at this very moment. That's this track. Then Marshall helped me set these up. That's my simulated stereo. So I have these two tracks. This is the main track, and then I have a send. It goes here, and that's panned all the way right. This one's panned all the way left, and then this one sends them to the master. So fun stuff. And now I have my click track. I have two MIDI tracks. I have I forgot what this track is. I think this is my vocal effects when I'm singing. Yeah, I want to do that. I really do. That sounded pretty cool. But anyway, and then Marshall and I were playing around the other day with trying to get my desktop audio into Reaper without it interfering with my other stuff. So let me switch this off now and come back over here. So yeah, we're still playing around with that. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta take Ruby off my shoulder. This is not working. Shoulder is having issues today. So, man, this shoulder thing. I was listening when you did your video the other day, by the way, Marshall. I was listening. And you did that, you did that eighth and quarter note delay thing, dude. That was cool. So I now have I have a dual delay in. I don't have one in Nolly, but I do have one in Rebay. So with bays, I have that one set up, and I did the eighth quarter. Still playing around with it to get it to sound as good as you did, but that was neat. I did not understand how to use that. Hang on just a minute here. We're putting guitars away. Well, I'm setting guitars behind me there. I don't know if you actually want to call it putting away. But anyway, yeah, I'm doing that. So I'm still got the collab coming. I'm ready to lay down a track. So we're very, very close. I got to play with my green screen, and I may reach out to you. I know Lori's not there anymore, but I may reach out to Lori to help me get the green screen because she's played around with it, and I know Hugh has, so he probably can. So yeah, definitely heard that the other day. He did the eighth quarter note dual delay. Some demo he was doing 2 videos ago. Anyway, I'm stoked to play around with it, and I do have that. Literally, that's why that was open. Let me go back up here. If I bring up my effects again, and I show you guys so you can see, I have it set up. I've had this both ways, and I think I liked it better with eighth here and quarter over here on this side. Let me make this bigger, extra large. There we go. I really do think that if I have to go back and reference your video, Marshall, but I think you had it eighth here and quarter here. I have it quarter here right now and eighth over here. It doesn't sound just right yet, but yeah, it's I don't really completely understand tap. I mean, I know that's supposed to be your tempo that you're trying to set, but you know, it's why you gotta buy another amp sim, bro? I thought you were cool with Gojira and Nolly. You were enjoying those and having them. But this is pretty cool. I do love this. And oh, you're welcome. Have you seen the synth? Because it has a synth. Let me do this real quick. This is, if there are those of you out there that don't know, whoa, can't find the hole. Knock it off. Anyway, this, you can do some pretty cool stuff. So that's, hang on, let me get this back over here. Why am I'm doing it wrong? So they can do arpeggiations, octave, I can make this work. Root A. And you can change tones, the unisons, semitones, all this completely adjustable. You can make it narrow or wide. You can change the level. Whoops. It's pretty cool. And then you can turn that off, and then you're back to just the normal. And when you're on that synth, you can, Let me turn it back on. You can change this mix right here, and it'll change how much is guitar sound and how much is synth sound. Dude, I'm telling you, this is such a fucking fun rabbit hole. Yeah, it's a way fun rabbit hole, and the fact that you can turn that off and now it's gone, and you can still change. It changes also with the high gain, low gain, that changes the sound of the synth as well. So it's pretty good. I can't believe you're having a latency problem with a faster computer and a new setup. That's weird. Why do you think that is? Let me turn this off now, because I'm not slinging it back over my shoulder tonight. That is not happening. Oop, over there. Wow, really? Because apparently that's hard. Holy wow. Alright, I go here. My headphones are wrapped around my chair. That's freaking awesome. Always fun when you wrap your wire from your headphones around the chair. There we are. Okay. You guys didn't get to see that because I still had the thing on. There, turn that off. There we go. Perfect. Now, you guys could see my vocal in Reaper. I think I've got it, now that I've got it dialed in, I think I've got it set pretty good now. I'm flashing green on the upswings of all of my voice. I hear good mix in here. My EQ seems to be happy. I actually like the sound of my voice in this microphone, which is weird. I noticed that the very first time that I got this mic. When I first picked up the Rode, it was 100% new experience for me because I get the words mixed up. The kind of condenser mic doesn't need the power. My fucking brain. But anyway, I had just a USB condenser. I think it's condenser mic. Anyway, kind of doesn't need the 40-watt phantom power. So I love my TI-7. I have a Rebel that I absolutely love it. Okay, so dynamic is no power. All right. So this is a condenser mic, and the SM58 behind me is a dynamic mic. So there we go. Maybe I'll remember that this week. I think if we look back at my previous stream, I had the same issue the last time we talked about it. I couldn't quite get them straight. So dynamic has no power over me. That's how I'm going to remember that. So that's my little hook now. Dynamic has no power over me. So when I'm talking about microphones, I know that that's the one that doesn't need it. But anyway, I changed to this one, and I don't really care for my recorded voice when it comes to most microphones. But in this one, definitely 100% like how I sound in this. It sounds like when we all hear our voice as we're talking to our friends, we hear our voice inside our head. This is the only microphone. Yeah, dead dynamic, that works too, and that's shorter than mine. I like that. Dead dynamic, yes. No power. So, perfect. But anyway, this sounds like my voice sounds to me when I talk. I have to say, my sibilance sounds brilliant. What the fuck is a sibilance? You're gonna make me look up words on Google's now. Yes, I hear voices in my head. Usually it's mine telling me to spend money on this new thing that I want. Yes. Is that what that? Cool. Your S's could cut iron in half. Well, I don't know about making S sounds. I just kind of put my teeth together and put it out there. Yeah, scary stuff. Suffering succotash. But and like I said before, I don't with this mic, I don't feel like I'm talking to a microphone, and because it sounds much more natural in my monitors, um, it it just whoops, except when I beat the shit out of it, it just works. Uh, Although it's pretty, what I read on these microphones, they're kind of super durable in the condenser line of stuffs. Considered a good workhorse, everyday vocal mic, and that's what I wanted because I really wanted to start doing vocals, and hopefully you're gonna hear something with me doing vocals again, like the Vanity Fair one was. So we're gonna go for that. Oh, oh man, I think I'm gonna start rolling us down. I got to play some Marshall songs, and I got to play some other songs from Charlie, his new one, and also from Tim Roberts. But yeah, I think I'm gonna roll on out of here. What time are we getting to be? Yeah, see, it's almost 11 o'clock anyway, so it's about time for me to pull on my sippy pen 3 or 4 good times and lay down in that bed right over there. But tonight I have to take some things off my bed before I can lay in it. So. As you can see, I received a delivery of some healthy Velveeta mac and cheese. It's very good stuff. After I shut this down, I'm probably going to go make a hamburger and, have that with some bread and mayonnaise and, hamburger stuff. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Let's do a real quick roll call for those that are out there. Still hanging out there. Oh yeah, I gotta make some Rotel. Yeah, I was at the store yesterday and I was very, very tempted to pick up that can of Rotel. I like the original tomatillos and green chilies. It's my favorite. Yeah, I love me some Rotel dip. I just got to have some people to help me eat it because otherwise I eat it all myself. I had a great time tonight. I had a super great time tonight. Thank you for sharing your naked tune with me, Tim. Really appreciate that. All right, now if you want me to say goodnight to you personally, and you've been lurking, throw your something in the chat there, and we'll see you out there. I'm gonna try and get as many as I can remember. But right now, we got Gary Hubbs, Mark Tanner, Preston Smith's music, Texas Jackdaw, that's Tim Roberts, the Dog Paw, Doc, and Tim Thomas, and myself out there. But we've had Vivian Smiling out there, and we've had so many others. Hugh Caldwell was with us a while ago. Just so many cool people out there. We had Nea Medved, and we have had Set Up by Marshall. Of course, we had him as a featured artist. Ian's Guitar Shack. I mentioned Hugh Caldwell. Kind of rolling back up through the chat, looking for names. JDL. JDL was there. Feisty Feather was out there. So yeah, we've had a lot of really cool kids hanging in there. Thank you, everyone, for being here with me. You make this fun. You really do. I'm going to go nurse my shoulder. So, peace out. Have a good one.